Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a pre-recorded ins and outs of collecting. This will air Friday for Christmas Eve. I'm your host Mario, and I'm joined tonight by a couple of guests, along with my boy Eddie Money Mendez. Eddie, how's it going tonight, man?
Not bad. I'm not feeling the best, but I'm,
Oh no,
I'm working with it, so I'm doing all right. You know.
I appreciate you coming through, man. Just toughing it out. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe
thanks for
I
stopping
figured it'd
by.
be good for me. I was like, yeah, I can't miss any of
Hell yeah,
this.
dude. Right? I mean, we're talking statues, man. It's the end of the year.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a fun chat, man.
yeah.
Also joining us tonight, Cash the Gemini, friend of the show. Cash, how you doing tonight, bro?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I've already got my last statue of the year in. It's a 1/10 Killer
Oh,
Croc, and
I
yeah.
saw
it's like a
that.
happy, sad moment, man. I ended the year, man.
A happy sound dude. I saw that review earlier today, man, and that's a nice piece, man. I mean, I mentioned to you before how these 1/10 pieces, they look for their size, they're like hella detailed, dude. I'm like, impressed on what they could pull off for some of these 1/10 scale pieces.
Yeah, surprisingly, the base has a lot of weight to it.
Hmm.
Surprisingly, like it's a good solid like 8 pounds of just the base for a 1/10.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Also joining us tonight right now is Astro. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining us tonight, bro.
What's going on? What's going on, man? Happy to be here.
Hey man, glad to have you here. Dude, that Maji case is looking kind of empty behind you, man. What's going on? Did you just put a new one together
Uh
or
no, it's not as empty. It's like there's stuff in there, but
you
it's
got a
kind of
couple
like
pieces?
yeah,
Gotcha.
I got a couple pieces in there. I have some stuff on the one on the bottom is really full, but I'm waiting on some
Yeah.
statues to get here, man. Before it's gonna look better
Nice.
once
Do you
I
mind if I
finally get
ask
my
you what you got
statues in.
coming in?
Uh, Man, quite a few. I got a Wonder One Prime One, Wonder Woman Injustice 2. I got Queen Studios Wonder Woman 84, 1/4
Ooh.
scale. The Batman Who Laughs from Sideshow.
Hmm.
Um, a few customs. Um, I got the well. This is we're talking about next year, of course, but
Well,
the
let
Prime
me just
One,
ask you for the end of the year then instead, bro. I mean,
um, the Prime One. I'm sorry, not the Prime One. The side. Well, actually, I don't know if it's going to ship for the end of the year. I might be done for the year because my Sideshow Batman Who Laughs I haven't gotten my notification yet, so I don't know if it'll
mhm.
be here this year. So
Oh
I
wow.
may be done for the year. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a bummer. What was the last thing you picked up, dude?
The last thing I got was it's an old statue. It was the Sideshow Hawk Girl.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, I picked it off from overseas, actually from
Oh,
Australia. Yeah,
Oh, how was the shipping
yeah.
on that, man? Was it
It wasn't too bad. It was like maybe $200, if that.
okay?
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
that's
It
not
wasn't.
that
That, it
bad,
wasn't. It wasn't that bad. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not crazy astronomical, but yeah, y'all, we're just gonna basically chill tonight. Just talk about a few things that came up today on this Tuesday night, and first thing I want to ask you guys. So basically, we had a an award show a little while ago, last week, our collecting weekly awards, and I just kind of want to just go over it again as far as the nominations for statue of the year and the actual winner. And Astro and Cash, I wanted to get your guys' thoughts, man, on the results and actually the your thoughts on the nominees. So one of the first nominees we had was the Mandalorian with the Child from Iron Studios. So I've got this piece. I love it, man. This was a banger of a piece. I mean, the only thing that was kind of I don't know. I don't want to say messed up. I had a bit of an accident with like the pistol breaking off of the holster, so that
Oh
kind of
wow.
sucked. That was a bit of a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. Next up we had the Balrog versus or Gandalf versus the Balrog from Prime One. It's the absolute crazy, crazy, insane piece, man.
nice.
Yeah, for sure. That's a crazy piece.
The Catwoman from Tweeterhead from Batman Returns, Michelle Pfeiffer. This
Really?
is another amazing piece. Yeah, bro. Yup. Mythos Asajj Ventures. My
I don't
bad,
know where your
yo.
mind is at, dude.
Hey, my mind is always there, bro. You know, I could use a little treatment right now, dude.
Wow.
Asajj Ventress, Mythos from Sideshow, and the Silver Surfer, premium format from Sideshow. So, Cash, let me ask you, what do you think about these nominees, bro? And actually, you know, let me get your thoughts first about the nominees, and I'll let you know who won, and I'll get your thoughts after that as well.
I think they're all good nominees. I was surprised by a couple of them. This one here, the most that many people liked them, but
Yeah,
the Balrog one, I'm very surprised that it's on here because I know certain people had a little issue with the Gandalf. You know, maybe the way it was like positioned or the size comparison. But
yeah,
I think it's a great statue. My favorite one was the first one you actually showed. I think the Mandalorian. I really liked it, this one, especially when you had showed me yours when we went live last Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I thought that was really good, man.
cashing out. Yeah, man. Well, you, Astro.
This, if I'm just talking about this Mando right here, I think this is actually the best quarter scale Mando in the market, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any real issues with it. I like what Sideshow tried to do with the floating effect and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
it just, I don't know, with the shoulder and all that, it just didn't hit as well with me. But I think if I had to pick between the nominees here, I would probably go with this one.
the Mando as well.
Yeah, the
Nice.
Mando, yeah.
So I ended up picking the Asajj Ventress. Basically, I have like a little bit of what you call it, a little bit of sentimental value to this piece, considering that this was
We
like,
heard.
yeah, well, you know, massage. No, this was the first one that I actually pre-ordered. You know, it showed up a little bit later than it was supposed to, but dude, when I got this thing in, man, it was one of my it was actually the second statue that I had in the collection, and I was just blown away, man, by the presence and the overall presentation of this thing, dude. It's a gorgeous piece, bro. So
This
yeah,
this was by the
this was my favorite. Kuchek Brothers.
this is yeah, okay, yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah, they
Yeah,
put
this
together
is
this
this
piece.
is really nice, really nice piece here.
Yeah, came out really good. What about you, Eddie? I mean, what was your pick, bro? Do you remember?
I think I ended up picking the Prime One, Gandalf versus Balrog. I think I picked that mostly because if you're comparing them against the other ones, I don't think that any of them come close as far as like detailing and stuff that Prime One does. So I think that's why I picked it. I don't know any of the issues that came with it though. Like if Cash was saying there was issues with it, I don't know if there was or not. But I think based off of pictures alone, I picked this one. But I have issues with all the other ones. Even the Silver Surfer, which was like one of my favorite statues from the year.
Yeah,
I love that sculpt, but it had a lot of issues, that Surfer. So I didn't feel right picking that one. But yeah,
kind
I went with this one.
it was kind of an unfair advantage, man, considering that this Gandalf Balrog is like an entire diorama piece, man, and the other ones
Yeah.
were pretty much, single profile pieces. That being said, the Gandalf and Balrog won, actually.
Yeah.
This one, this was the voters' choice for Statue of the Year. Which, I mean, hey, I gotta give it to him, man. There's a lot going on here. It's a gorgeous looking piece. And what some of the issues that Cash had mentioned earlier too, I didn't hear anything about as well. But from everything that I've seen that was released, it looks incredible. And this is something that I would like to add to my collection, to be honest, since I tend to lean more towards like any movie pieces or live action pieces, per se, rather than comics. Although I just broke that rule recently, Cash knows, and yeah. So that being said, Astro, what do you think of this actually being the winner? I know you mentioned you like the Mandalorian, but this is it.
Yeah, I'm not mad at this at all. I mean, this statue is freaking epic. Look at it.
Yeah,
they knocked this one out of the park. So, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't be mad if any of these nominees would have won. So like I'm totally fine with this.
Yeah, I mean, I would have preferred the massage myself, but hey, we always can't get what we want.
That's
I
true.
mean, what?
That's very true.
What about you, Cash?
No, I mean, out of all of them, this is the one that has the most presence, so it's not
Yeah,
surprising. I was actually thinking, what if the Silver Surfer did win because it had the Nova as a proximity piece?
but
But
that was an
even
exclusive though. That
yeah,
kind of,
and
that
then
kind of,
even if you did include that, it still doesn't measure up to Gandalf versus the Balrog. So it's like this is a good win, I think.
yeah. Eddie, you got anything else you want to add? Even though we talked about this last Tuesday.
I think this one is an exclusive or bust though. If I didn't get the exclusive, I wouldn't want it. Mostly because the exclusive is the whip, and I think that tells more of the story of what happens in the actual movie. So
Yeah.
I would need the exclusive.
Yeah, that's you got a point, but still, I think it's still an amazing piece nonetheless. I personally can look over the exclusive just because what it makes up for. There's a lot of presence in this piece, like what Cash mentioned earlier, and I think I can overlook that, but nonetheless, I mean, it's well deserved. It's an amazing piece, guys. So, but yeah, you know what? So there was guys, we had some news today. I don't know if y'all saw, but there was something that showed up earlier today that was kind of a bit of a surprise. Actually, a few things that showed up earlier today, in my opinion, that were a bit of a surprise. So I want to go ahead and just start the first one off, man. It was just this Batcave Batman, the black version. So Vane 21, Joe, he's been mentioning that he's been wanting a version of this piece for a while. And to our surprise, this dropped insanely early. I mean, they just shipped the other one, the standard one, not too long ago, right? And it's still available. It hasn't even sold out yet. And for them to drop this now with an edition size of 500, which is another surprise, in my opinion as well. But yeah, I mean, I still like the regular one, I mean, just because of the fact that, well, we'll take the front view for this example. This is where it came from. This is where the inspiration came from, was off of this paint here in the Hush comic. So for me personally, that's why I like the blue, just because of the continuity, I guess. But I can understand the why people are liking the black suit version a little bit more. Granted, it's basically I came to know the black version more on the animated series when that dropped. But no, it still looks great, man. This is just an amazing sculpt altogether, and I don't mind the repaint. What do y'all think? Astro, start with you, bro.
Yeah, I actually like what a lot of people were saying. I didn't expect this to come so soon. Like this, I
Yeah.
thought we were at least mid to late 2022 before we saw this version of the statue. So that
Yeah.
I was really taken aback by that. But I've always been a black version of Batman, so I'm
Mhm.
always going to pick the black. But I like both. But if I had to pick between the two, I'd probably go with this one. But as I'm looking at it here, I'll say this, that um, as we're talking about just this statue specifically, I
Mhm.
think the blue kind of works just a little bit better, because as I look at this all together, like it's all like the same color almost. Like everything's kind of blending in together a little bit. The
Yeah.
yellow, the yellow pouch gives you a little bit of contrast, which works well. But
Mhm.
I think just for this statue itself, with the base and everything, I think the blue works a little bit better overall.
No, I definitely agree. I mean, with the blue giving that extra contrast, and it does. I do see the black blending in with the Batcave in general too. So it does kind of take away from that.
Right.
But what do you guys think? What do you think about the fact that this is like the deluxe version instead of the standard version. I mean, is that, does anyone take issue with that?
No.
What do you mean?
It's
No, because you get the
something
bus and all the different swap outs versus the other one. I think the standard one didn't come with all these extra portraits and swap outs. If I remember
Does this one
correctly.
cost more than that one, or is it the same as the standard?
No, this one costs more.
Oh,
The
okay.
well, the original deluxe and the standard one, I think it's the same actually. Hang on a second. Let's take a look. So this one we got $13.69 as to where the bonus version or the deluxe version comes in. It should be the same actually. Yeah, $13.69. But the standard one, which is weird that it was a lower ES than the deluxe. I think that was $9.99 or $10.99. Excuse me.
Okay.
So yeah, the differences on this guy. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I don't think it came with all those extra swap outs. I think it's just this single piece. Yeah,
This is the regular one, right? Yeah.
this is the regular one.
What was the edition size on this one?
I think 1,000 maybe.
Oh, 500. If you scroll up.
So it was 1,000 maybe on the deluxe.
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
with the swap outs.
500 on this one too. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's weird.
yeah, 500. Or the other one, $9.99 for the deluxe.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, even given with the lower ES on the black version, still the same price with all those extras. Well, that's good though. I do like the details here. Looks
Yeah,
nice.
it looks really nice. Really nice.
So yeah, what do you think, Eddie?
I think it looks good. I agree with Astro that I think the blue has some separation in the different parts of the statue that I like more with the blue. I also just like the blue and yellow aesthetic. I've always been a fan of that. So I like that a lot, but I think the black looks cool too. It definitely gives off like that Dark Knight vibes. So it's cool.
Cash, they do sell the bust by itself as well. I don't know if it's something you might be interested in. See if you can get a swap out the head on the blue one or whatever. But now, what are your general thoughts on this black version, though, bro?
No, I'm not mad at my choice for getting this piece in blue. However, I am looking at the black one, and I kind of feel like if the orders of release were reversed, I probably would have just gotten it in black. However,
Really?
yeah, I mean, because it's not a bad statue. It's just when I'm actually like nitpicking it, I feel like that blue really makes it pop because obviously like Batman rogues are more like it's more of a darker collection versus like let's say a Spider-Man or an Avengers or something like that. So I do feel like that blue makes it pop a little bit.
No, yeah, for sure. I think if I were to go with the black version, you know which one I like is the one that Jason Fabok did, or the one that's based off of his, off of the Detective
the
Comics
rooftop
1000 on the rooftop, yeah, on top of the dollhouse. But
Yeah,
that one has a ton of presence too. But if I were to go for a black version, I'm to be honest, I might have preferred that one. Because what really sold me on this one in blue is, or the fact that it was blue. I really like those OG colors, and it's like I said, it's taken directly off the page from the original Hush comic. So
I will say
I'm more of a fan of that.
He feels a little more dark or serious in black though. Like he definitely gives off more of like a threatening Batman vibe in black over the blue. That's the only thing I like more about the black is that you get a little more of like that Dark Knight vibe. Like I said, like that killer Batman, that one that doesn't just take people to jail, this Batman's gonna kill him.
Yeah, he'll actually just leave you with broken bones and not even take you to the hospital, right?
Right.
Yeah, just beat your ass in the alley.
Oh
Right.
boy.
Yeah. You guys think this will go waitlisted pretty quick, considering the ES is only 500?
I think so.
Yeah, people have been waiting for this specific color, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And you know something else? I don't. I
Go.
feel with the Bruce Wayne portrait, it looks better on the blue. Like kind of like Eddie's saying. Like I just don't see Batman in black taking taking his mask off. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Let me see if I can pull up that comparison real quick. I'll get the other one in a new tab. But yeah, it's weird. I mean, yeah, Astro brings up a perfect point, regarding the contrast. It's just, in my opinion, it just works with the blue altogether. So I'll go ahead and do that guy along with.
Do you guys, Astro and Kash, do you guys collect for exclusivity? Or like, does that come into play when you're buying shit? Like how limited something is?
Do you mean edition size specifically?
Yeah, edition size. Does that come into play when you guys are buying something? Like if something has a higher edition size, are you more likely to pre-order the deluxe because it's a lower edition size usually, or like? Because I'm thinking that the black suit is probably like, as far as like pros and cons, it's cool that it's limited to 500, but it's the DX in a way where with the blue one, the DX was 1,000 and the standard was 500. So I don't know why they do shit like that, but it kind of seems like you get the best of both.
That is so
worlds with the black
backwards.
suit.
I know.
Yeah. I assume they might do it based on how many initial orders come in. So like whenever they do it, it normally just says ES pending or whatever, and then like if most people get the deluxe or whatever, then they'll make more of those.
They did this too with the first one, right? With the first Hush piece, where he's like crouched over. Didn't they also do that one in blue version and a black version?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
it's almost like a loose made to order method, almost like how XM Studios does it, but it's almost like it's not as tight knit. It's like kind of just loose.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I mean, you think it's a bad thing or a good thing if it's kind of predictable now? I mean, they did the first Hush version, they did this one, they recently also did the Dark Knight Returns one too with the rifle. So that's kind of like 3 in a row just right there in these examples. I mean, so that's the thing. So do you like say if this is like a 500 edition size for the initial one that comes out, but you're like, nah, I'm gonna wait for the other color that they're gonna do later on down the line. But what if it doesn't come? What if that one time they don't do it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of, I don't like that they're doing that, because then you're gonna have those that might want to wait for the other version, but then the time that that where they wait for it is the time they're gonna get bit in the ass, and it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So
I actually disagree with that, and because with what's going on globally in the entire world, I feel like they're gonna continue to do this, at least for now, because a company's trying to recuperate as much as they can from an economical standpoint. So from an economical standpoint, and the fact that the consumer wants it, they're gonna continue it, at least for now.
I see what you're saying. Saying.
No, I totally get your point, but I'm just talking about in general. Like, say if the pandemic wasn't really a thing, Prime One is thriving, they're making money hand over fist, to where they can go ahead and move on to the next project. I completely say what you're saying. You're gonna want to try to, make the most out of what you've already got, and this is like, this is something easy for them to do to make that extra money, off of it. But I'm just saying, like, I'm personally not a fan of it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, non crisis. Yeah, I would say don't wait, because you just never know.
Yeah, for real, dude. I don't know. Also what's crazy too. So I mean, I want to go ahead and stay on topic of the Batman for a minute. Sideshow went ahead and teased their Dark Knight Returns streaming format. So this is directly from their page. However, there's also another shot of basically the silhouette, behind the lightning. This is also done by the Kuchek brothers. No, I'm sorry. It was Daniel Bell. Daniel Bell, my bad. And yeah, this is I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing how this is going to come out. This particular one, because this to me, this is like this pose, this what I'm looking at right here with the lighting in the back. This is iconic. You know what I mean? In my opinion, although it's supposed to be leaning a little bit further down or looking a little bit towards the ground, the floor a little bit more. But I mean, still, I don't know. I'm excited for it. Eddie, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was
Cash,
gonna say a quick question for you guys. Is this day one of Sideshow Christmas thing, or
I don't think
is that what
so.
this is for? Okay.
we can check.
They
Let's see.
they didn't
I don't
post it
thi-
on their Instagram, so I don't think it has anything to do with the Christmas thing.
Okay.
don't
I
know.
think that the Christmas thing starts on either Christmas Eve, I think, or on Christmas, I believe.
It's usually
I can-
after Christmas, isn't it?
I can check. Let's see if I can.
I'm already here on our site. I just don't know where to look.
I'm gonna Google it because it's kind of. I normally find that it's kind of hard to find, just like if you're on their website. And I've
Yeah.
always had to
I know their site.
search it
Yeah, their
from
site kind
Google.
of sucks, dude.
Oh boy.
Let's see if you can find it first.
I found it. I think if this is 2021.
Days of Sideshow. Nope.
Yeah, I did a Google search. I have a page here. It doesn't have
Yeah.
2021 on it, but it says 12 Days of Sideshow. And oh yeah, well actually it says join us from December 25th to January 5th,
So Christmas Day then.
Christmas
Yeah.
Day. Yeah,
There you go. Well,
it's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess that's technically not a part of
Okay.
12 Days of Sideshow, I guess.
We might see this go up for pre-order though during that 12 days, because this isn't up
Yeah.
for pre-order yet.
True.
Maybe we'll see the full review.
Speaking
Now-
of, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, now is he in black or blue? Since that was a debate.
oh, this one's. Oh shit! You know what?
I have a
'Cause he's-
feeling it's gonna be blue, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
I forget this scene actually. If I'm honest, I want to say blue also.
I think on the cover it's blue.
On the cover, it's like this. It's just a silhouette. You can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like this. So, but I think in one of the paintings it was blue. I could be
They'll
wrong.
probably do both either way, Cash. Like they did with Elektra, and they're gonna do both.
That's
Right.
expected
Again, you gotta-
now.
You got to capitalize on what you've already got, right?
Well, I think. Well, their last Batman premium format, they did both. They didn't do it for that like one where he's on the gargoyle, but the one before that they did it. So
Mm-hmm.
Man, there's so many Batman statues out there. Danny was talking earlier about he wants one representation, but doesn't
this
know
might
which
be
one
my
to
one
choose.
representation, just because the sculptor.
Really?
I don't
Danny
like.
Bell?
Yeah, I don't like. I don't know if I like the lightning bolt though. I know that it's the cover and everything, and so that's why they did it. But I have to see the full reveal, just because
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. But not only was Daniel Bell the sculptor for this, but he was the art director on this piece. So I think he got to make the decisions on paint and everything that went into this. So that's pretty cool.
Right. That's
So
really cool.
so it's got everything going in your favor then for you not to.
Yeah,
get
I
it,
know.
bro.
I'm excited to see the full reveal for this, man. I like the cape.
Yeah.
The cape looking tattered and crazy like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
I will say a couple things. Two things. Number one, hopefully, when it comes to 12 Days of Sideshow, we get more silhouettes and teasers like this because normally we just get the page, right? Like what you were
Yeah.
showing just a second
The
ago.
Yeah.
thing or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually the only thing we get, which is this, and it's,
It's
like,
just this,
okay,
yeah.
all right, cool, it's coming. Like
Yeah.
kind of just speculate. And then number two is, damn, I forgot what number two was. Oh,
I don't
man.
know.
But yeah, I'm excited though. I'm excited to see what they do.
You have any Batman pieces in your collection, Astro?
Batman Who Laughs. I have the Prime One Batman Who Laughs.
Ooh.
Like
And
I said
you're
earlier.
still gonna get the sideshow piece too after that one, because I think that's the
That
like
one is insane.
that one's like the best in my opinion.
I've seen that
man.
one in person. I think
Yeah,
it was there when we went to Frankenstein's, right, Mark?
yeah, it was there.
That
Yeah, we
shit
took
is
pictures of it.
amazing.
Yeah, that piece is definitely the best one that's on the market. I just when it comes to the sideshow one, I really want a Ralph Corsetti statue because he's my favorite sculptor. And I really like
Oh, okay.
the Batman Who Laughs. So I'm thinking hopefully I can fit it in the same watch case that I have my Batman Who Laughs. So they'll
Yeah.
both be right there together. That would be pretty cool. So we'll see what happens. But yeah.
Are your cases custom, bro, or you just get like whatever Max series or DFs or?
So this is a Max series. I have another Max series in my other room, but I think my next Magic case probably will have to be custom.
Mhm.
I don't think that a Max series will be able to fit it, but I'll have to go on the website and double check. But yeah, I think I may go a custom set next time.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the same thing just because of the one we just looked at, the Batcave version. That thing is what was it, close to 40 inches, Cash, isn't it? Like 36, 38 or something like that.
36, I
Of course,
think.
yeah, so
Yeah.
That's
and
crazy.
the max doesn't even go that high, dude. Unless you get one of those ones that the taller ones in a sense that
Yeah,
are just meant for
the
like one piece, the
150, the
vertical one.
150. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't want to have like so much empty space above it, you know, because I have one of these right now for the 6 scale one, and I put a couple of the I put the my mytho statues in there, and there was so much empty space above it where I really couldn't, you know, display anything else, which was kind of a bummer. So if I want, you know, if I'm gonna get like a display case, I want to be able to have that whole thing fill up from top to bottom with really like no empty space. You know what I mean? But still have enough clearance, you know, to safely put it in. But
Right.
you know, still.
So what you can do is so they have what I have is a Max 150, and you can add a shelf
Yeah.
inside of it, and so you can have like your statue on the bottom, and then put a shelf, and then put something else, so you can try to fill it that way. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, so I mean it's just an option, but I
Oh, for
there's
sure.
another one. There's another one. I think the one that you were thinking about, where it's just like the full thing. I may put my Brainiac in one like that.
Oh,
So we'll see what happens.
yeah. End of the
Nice.
year sale coming up, man. You know, capitalize on that.
I haven't even looked at it yet, man.
It's already started, dude.
Yeah, it just started like today, right, or something like that.
For who?
I think for
For
Maji
Prime
Maji.
case.
One. Oh, the
Oh,
Magic case.
no,
Oh,
Magic
Maji
case.
cases. I'm sorry. Yeah, not the prime one.
yeah, I saw that. I saw that it's like what 15% off or 10% off, I think.
Yeah, I think depending on how much you spend.
Yeah, we'll see. I think right now would probably be the best time to grab, whatever case I'm trying to get. So I may
That's
hop on
true.
within the next couple of days and see if I can get a little discount for it.
Yeah, the only thing is I only need one, so I don't think I'd qualify for any sort of discounts, man. But unless I get a custom, I don't know.
Right.
But but yeah, you know, y'all mentioned that Prime One sale. What do they got going on? Let's see. Was there anything that caught you guys' eye?
One they had Justice League Dark, both Deadman and Swamp Thing, both combined total of $638 off, and I thought that was good for
Whoa!
one thirds.
You for
Yeah,
real?
yeah.
That's
Let's go
crazy.
shopping, y'all. Let's take a look.
There isn't a lot of Dead Man pieces out there either.
There
No, it's
isn't.
not.
That might be the one I try to
Ooh,
grab. The Swamp Thing
Dang,
is a little bit above
that
my
Swamp Thing
budget right
is
now.
still out there. Swamp Thing still out there
Yeah,
all this time later.
maybe it'll stay longer because now they got the XM one
there it is.
coming.
I'm all scrolling through all the freaking things on the top, and it's right below me. Yo,
Usually the Transformer stuff is on there.
Yeah, see, this is all the stuff that's on sale, but then they have like another page that just tells you the stuff that's not on sale, but they're giving you like triple points. So they're doing that as well, which is pretty cool, I guess.
yeah. Is it Evangelion?
Oh,
Is it still available?
Deadman.
Yep.
Oh wow, I guess so.
Seriously?
That's pretty crazy.
Black Suit
That's pretty
Superman,
crazy.
$100 off. I thought this would be gone by now.
Well, because it's the
Wow.
no cape version.
Well, it makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
when he came back, he didn't have a cape.
Ooh, they got Black Manta out here. Dang.
Any of you guys
Prime
into
for
Transformers?
$5.99. I used to be. I still have a soft spot for him. Let's see this Prime real quick. 40% off, dude.
Wow.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yo.
That's sick.
That's not their premium joint. Like the jet power or anything, but that's still very nice.
I think the jet power was.
Oh,
on there.
that. Oh wow, look at that, man. That looks nice.
This is nice, dude.
Go back.
40% off, you said?
They had two movie ones. 2 movie Optimuses there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's a big discount.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is the bus. They're
Oh,
the
those
bus
are the
lady.
bus. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For $84, I'll take a bus.
Idiot. Right?
$84.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that would be probably like a decent giveaway item for the channel. I might have to grab that.
That would be cool.
Yeah, not bad.
And y'all in the Minions?
I mean, not as collecting.
Yeah, I don't need statues of them.
Ooh, let's see
My
this
sister.
Megatron. Dude.
Wow,
That
there
will
you
go
go,
with the,
Mario. You could have your
yeah,
This will go with the Prime.
Yeah, the Prime we just looked at, right?
Yeah.
Dang, look at that sword. That's crazy.
What
Yeah, this looks legit.
That's
quote
hard.
unquote scale are these?
You gotta be technically like 1/10 or something weird, right?
Not even that, dude. I think smaller than that. You're like 140th, 144. Yeah, I don't think they're
23 inches. They're like
Oh, it
quarter
says
scale
1/4
size.
What?
scale.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
There's
no,
no way.
There's
There's
no
no
way.
way
Yeah,
that's
They're
quarter
saying
scale.
like quarter scale reference, you know?
Yeah. So you're probably looking at 30 inches plus.
Well, it's
Or-
23. 23 inches says right there. It was in the description underneath
description?
the picture.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, 23 inches tall, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way in hell Megatron is 23 inches tall and quarter scale.
Right.
That's funny.
That would make him
Yeah.
4 times that. What's 4 times? I'm blanking.
Like,
72 inches?
yeah, like 6 foot, man.
72. You're taller. You're taller than.
I'm taller than Megatron.
Isn't that crazy?
That's funny, dude. Yo. Kong vs. Skullcrawler Deluxe. What's this?
Oh, that one wasn't that good. People didn't like the fur on that one, so that one didn't ever get any like.
Oh, yeah,
Doesn't
It was
look
like
like
super
fur.
hyped, I think, when they put out the solicitation for it, and then people got it in, and it's like a flocked statue, and people didn't like it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh, it looks
All right.
weird. Yeah. It looks a little weird.
Yeah. The new ones look
You know-
sick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they look phenomenal. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the bust and the whole diorama that they have. We're over here shopping.
I can't believe that this Injustice 2 Dark Side is still available.
Well, I did not like that Batman at all.
No, not a fan
That
of that one either.
Gotham by Gaslight. Yeah, I don't like
Gaslight?
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that one either.
Oh, there's your dead
Here's your
man.
predator, Cash.
Yeah.
Dark Side.
You have the Fugitive Predator?
Yeah, Fugitive Predator. I'm getting rid of that one.
Oh, you're selling him?
How come, dude? Just making room, or you just done with it?
Just a comic Predator. I like the Predators from Dark Horse Comics more so than the movies.
They're really good. Are you getting the the jungle one?
No,
I really like the
that's
jungle.
$3,000, bro. Plus
I love
shipping
the
and
one you
tax.
have. I love the one you have, but then I saw the jungle one and I was like, oh, I like that one too.
Yeah.
Yo, Alita's still around? Ooh.
It's crazy.
Hey.
I thought this was gone. Huh. Huh.
I don't know if the
Well-
likeness is that good.
It's not
Yeah,
as
but
good
it's-
as Queen Studios, but still.
Oh no,
still
they killed it with the bust, dude.
Oh,
yeah, this one
they-
doesn't look so bad. This, I mean, the likeness is 100%, but it
I feel
doesn't
like
look
her
bad
eyes
either.
aren't big enough.
True.
Her eyes were huge in that fucking movie.
Yeah. I love this movie.
That was a pretty good movie.
Crazy. Crazy.
We got sidetracked. I
Damn,
might get one
that's
of those busts,
79?
man. just to have, you know, 89
Right.
bucks.
So you-
That's pretty.
just
sick
to say you
have
got a
little
Prime One piece?
bust. Yeah.
I mean,
Right?
damn.
There you go.
You can collect the whole set. Pretty
Yeah.
cheap.
Go on, Eddie.
And I'm a big Michael Bay, or Bayformers. I love the Bayformers.
Bayformers.
Until
Yeah, I'm a
they
G1
added
guy.
until they added in Wahlberg, and then I was like, these movies suck.
The Boston boy.
I love Mark Wahlberg, but once they added him into Transformers, I was like, it's not good anymore. They got rid of Megan Fox. You hate to see it, man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
hate to see it.
You hate
Yeah.
to see it.
Hey, he picked her back up for TMNT.
That
Oh
wasn't
my
good.
gosh, that is not April
I'm
O'Neil,
sorry,
man.
I'm sorry.
What the hell? Why you got to bring that up, Cash? What? I don't know what was going on with the casting behind that. I mean, that's just like, no. Oh, I don't know. Let's see what else we got. So yeah, this Dark Knight Returns, man. I mean, yeah, no, Eddie was hell of excited.
How much do you
for,
think it's gonna be?
With the sculpted cake, I think that's probably another thing I probably forgot to say.
Oh,
I really like how Sideshow is going in a different direction with this sculpted cake. We never see that from
Oh.
Sideshow.
I didn't
That's
even think
confirmed?
of that.
So
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Well, look at
looks-
it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
look
think
at
that
it.
looks sculpted, man. You can see the textures there. That looks like
Right.
it's sculpted.
Yeah, I think it is.
2022 Sideshow. Okay.
right.
Huh. Hey,
We've
time for them
been
to step up.
begging and praying for sculpted cakes, and so now, hopefully they start giving us more of this. So, or at least give us the option to get the sculpted cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm-
Always. a
I'm
big
guessing,
supporter of
like-
the option.
I'm guessing anywhere between 700 to 800 for this thing.
Well,
Is that a light up or is that just the light?
just
that's
about to
coming
say
through?
that, yeah. Because that might raise the
I don't
I
price.
think
don't
so.
think it would be a light up. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that with a sculpted cake.
You know what I mean? Because it may just be dramatic effect, like the light coming from behind it to make it. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Joker in the base? Who's in the base?
that's what people were saying. People were saying it was Joker. I don't know though. It might
Because
be.
I
so.
haven't read the storyline, so I don't know if
Who's
Joker's the
in the
main
base?
antagonist in that storyline.
I don't know, man.
Well, maybe it's like
Huh?
Lady Justice, like a blindfolded Lady Justice or some shit. I can see that.
Yeah, because there's a little detail here. I
Yeah.
wouldn't suspect that's the Joker laying on his back or anything. I can see where people might think that, but I don't think that's what that is. So much more can zoom in.
That cape is gonna be pretty sick, man.
I think it's gonna look nice, man. I think it's gonna look nice. I think Daniel Bell. I mean, we already know his work and what he does. So, I'm not down that it's gonna be bad. I think it's just gonna be the price point is probably what's gonna turn people on or off on this.
Yeah.
You know, Astro, I'm not fully convinced this might be sculpted.
Really?
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if this was an actual kind of like a pleather cape or something.
You think so?
They can't pose
Oh.
this well. You seen them pose their capes. They can't.
True
There
that.
ain't no way they.
True. I don't know. I'm just kind of looking up here. You see,
That
see
looks
right here how it
sculpted
kind
there.
of shines? Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It looks sculpted
could
to
be,
me.
It could be both. Yeah. Well, we'll see soon
The
enough.
holes make me think it's sculpted.
Eddie said you trying
Oh, yeah.
to challenge Sideshow for an episode of Pose Wars. Is that what I'm hearing?
Won't be much of a challenge, man. I tell you.
They
So-
got John posers over there, dude.
Oh,
Whoa.
shots fired, y'all.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah. So we were talking a while ago about Iron Studios and all of the crazy IPs that they got. One of them was Jaws, and I was like, what the hell are they gonna do with Jaws? Turns out, excuse the dog barking. Turns out, I mean, they got this big ass freaking diorama piece. I mean,
that's what
for three grand. but damn, dude, this looks sick.
Yeah, it does.
But real quick, this is like, oh shoot, look at that. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I was gonna send this to Dylan because Dylan's a big Jaws fan, but when I saw $3,000, I was like, "There's no way, Dylan."
Never mind.
Right.
I want it, dude. I like it. It's fucking huge, dude. It's crazy how fucking huge this is. Like
Look at
height
this.
and width wise.
They've
That doesn't
really
look like
captured.
Chief, though.
No, but I mean, just the
Okay.
fact that they're capturing all these little details. There's so
Yeah.
much going on here.
Is
Right.
is Jaws a horror movie technically? Just to ask.
I'd say it's a horror thriller.
A thriller, maybe. I don't know.
I would
There's
say
a lot of blood.
horror.
and
I would
shit.
say thriller, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no, that's kind of a
Why
gray
was that
area.
gonna be your justification to buy this, Cash? If it
That's
was a
why I
horror
was
one?
asking because I was just looking at it. I was just looking at it. That's all. I love the Jaws movie, man. But like when I look at the price, I'm like, yo, was this gonna be more than the DeLorean? And apparently it is. So like, this is crazy price,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know. what the
41
price
inches
is.
wide.
Yeah,
Damn.
here are the dimensions: 31 inches in height, 41 inches wide, and 14.6 deep. Coming in, Astro, at 52.9 pounds.
You can get. Can't.
That's crazy.
Aren't some of
That's
the
crazy.
busts like 3,000? Like you can get a J&D 1/3
Yeah.
scale silicone statue for 2,000.
Dude,
Mhm, two
I would,
and a half,
I would
yeah.
get like one of those Prime One or Queen Studios busts for $3,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
Yep.
I don't know if it's
Mhm.
worth three, even if it is huge. Like, I don't know why they think 3,000, man.
Do you mean
I don't
quality?
know.
You don't think it's worth the quality from Iron Studios?
I don't think their likeness is
Not
that-
$3,000. I mean,
They're even some of their 110 stuff is getting pricey, man. And I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
So, I don't
so
know.
what would you guys feel more comfortable with? I mean, I'm like 12 to 15 at most, or not
Maybe
even that.
15. I don't even know.
I would say 15.
Yeah, probably 15.
Yeah, I'd say no higher than 1850, just because of the sheer size. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they got the whole
Yeah.
fucking ship in there, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, even with the ocean, it's
Yeah.
it's still amazing. I mean, what they pull
yeah.
off here.
I mean, if it doesn't sell, worst case scenario, it'll they'll put it on sale, like
Yeah.
10-15% off or whatever, and then they'll start to actually see it move a little bit.
I like the details that they have on Jaws. I mean, with the wet effect,
Yeah, it's
making
pretty
him look
cool.
all his skin texture and everything. It looks pretty good.
yeah, what's his name again? The shark's name? Like
Jaws?
Bruce.
A job,
Yeah, Bruce.
Oh, Bruce.
Bruce.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, okay.
Well, they say
I don't
fish
know.
are not food; they're friends or something like that.
Fish are not food. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even the paneling details in the ship, the wood.
yeah.
I mean, shit. They really, yeah. I think they went out on the details, but doggone, $3,000. That's a lot. No doubt.
I agree. I
definitely
like the
a lot.
detail, but the price point it's up there, man. I do agree with you guys though. Like, people are probably gonna wait till there's like a, like kind of like those Black Friday sales they had this year, something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Wait for a spooktacular,
just something.
where it's only going to be free
Click-
shipping
click
and
on
like
that one,
5%
Mario.
off.
Click on the
Which one?
T-Rex.
The final scene.
Yeah, that's Iron Studios too, right?
This is Iron
Yeah.
Studios.
This is 900. How
905.
What's the dimensions on it?
Wow.
I guess it's
10.6
nowhere near-
high. Yeah, 19 wide and 14.5 depth.
I don't know, man.
Even if you double it though, it's still only $1,800,
Yeah.
which is close to the
1,800.
Jaws
He's saying the
$1,800.
price.
Like if you double the price,
Oh,
and the
if you double it,
size,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
comparable. So it's proving that Jaws should be like at
It's
least
a bit
$500
overpassed.
less, at least.
I wonder if the
Yeah.
Jaws IP is expensive. I wonder if
That may be
Yeah.
that may
Okay.
play a factor. Yeah.
But
you
why?
don't see a lot.
Who's producing
Yeah, I don't
Jaws? I mean, I'm sure there's a reason, man.
Universal.
I mean,
Universal did it,
they're a bunch of greedy bastards right now.
I guess.
It might be.
But Universal owns Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
They might have got those
But-
licenses in a bundle deal.
Dude, did you see everything they're dropping? Of course they did.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
do.
seriously. They got so much shit, man. It's crazy.
buy two, get one half off or something.
Storage wars, man. Just
Right? But yeah, no, this Jurassic Park piece is pretty sweet too. I like it.
Yeah, I
There's
just
a lot
wanted
going
to
on
see
here.
the price and the size. I thought this was bigger. That's why I thought I wanted to see what the price was compared to that Jaws, because their shit
Yeah.
coming out nowadays is expensive. Like that Grievous was 300. I was like, Jesus, man. I
Yeah,
don't
for
know.
1/10, and the lightsabers don't even light up.
Yeah. I don't know,
But-
man. I do like their statues. I do think that they do very well for the scale, but I
Mhm.
don't know, man.
Cash, where do you keep your 1/10 collection at? It seems like you got a few of them.
Ironically, all the DC ones, they're just kind of any and everywhere right now because I'm about to actually take the whole room apart and restart over.
Really?
Yeah, really, man. So it's gonna be
What's going on, man? You just want to like switch things up a little bit? You getting bored
Switch
with it?
things
Or?
up. Gotta make some cuts here and there, and just gotta stay focused, man. Honestly, 2021 was a hell of a year. It's time to dial back. It's time to be 100% for certain that you like what you like.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, your first year collecting, I mean, how was it for you? I mean, you just basically getting anything that you wanted with like no focus, or I'm sure you had your budget constraints, but I mean, as far as like, how do you know what to get and where to focus and all that stuff? I mean,
Yeah, and that's the thing is that in the beginning of collecting, there really wasn't a budget because I had different employment. So the budget was basically whatever I wanted it to be. But then employment switched, so therefore budget got like sliced in half. So it's like that was a real eye awakening in terms of like, oh crap, I can't buy any and everything.
Right.
But honestly, right now, I'm more focused on making sure I actually like the character. I like the statue. I like the edition size and the price. And if everything adds up, if you can maybe work out a payment plan or if you can afford it all. But my biggest rule that I'm going to try my best to follow is buy nothing on the aftermarket for all 2022. That was my problem is pre-orders, aftermarket kept clashing. Can only do one. So it's like if it's out now, it's out now. And then once I get to the end of that line or, Marvel or whatever, hey, whatever's left, okay, I missed Astro's Hawk Girl, so I'll go back and look for that Hawk Girl is what I'm gonna do. And that'll keep me grounded the most, I think.
yeah, it's like what we talked about on Casual Stream when Thor was there, is that patience is the key, because even if you were to collect backwards, it's having that patience to wait for a deal, because that can happen. But I mean, it's really not. It's really few and far between, though, isn't it? But you really can. I guess if you just wait, and if you even if you don't get that deal, chances are you're going to get another version of that piece anyway. I mean, or of the character. I mean, not maybe not in a particular pose that that you were attracted to initially, but you're gonna get something else again later on. So, but guys, what do you guys think of that whole thing with the Prime One Heath Ledger Joker? Because we saw some early in-hand pics, and it just looked horrible. I mean, the paint apps were just completely wrong. I think the skull pretty much matched the prototype for the most part. but it just the paint was just god awful, man. So, I found this. I found this other joint on YouTube that's so I can bring this back in. That has that had this in hand, and it didn't look as bad in my opinion to some of the shots that we saw on social media.
Oh
You
shit!
know?
You
Yeah,
can
what
move
the
the
hell?
eyes. I didn't know.
Yeah,
you
the
could
eyes,
move the
the eyes are.
I was
Yeah.
like, yo,
The
something's
eyes
wrong with
move.
his dude.
But I mean, when this first dropped, I wasn't a fan of the pose in particular. So for me, it was an easy pass. But even still, I don't know.
like it
This
at all,
this
man.
doesn't look too bad. Yeah.
I don't like it at all. I don't like. It looks like Joey from Friends when he says, "How you doing?" Like he's got this weird kind of like facial expression. It doesn't come off right. It just doesn't look like Joker to me. So I really don't like
That's
it.
my favorite one right there.
The Queen Studios one.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about that one after this in a second, but me
The Prime one looks worse than the Queen does. I think we've seen some shitty pictures of Queen, so I want to see some better pictures. But just look at that, like, that's a weird smile he's got there, dude. It looks weird.
So when it comes to this piece, I was never really a fan of it, just because I don't really like the smile, like you just said,
yeah.
Eddie. I don't really like the smile. I don't really like the paint app of it is not really my favorite. I thought that it was okay at best whenever I first saw it, but then whenever we got those pictures in hand, fam, again the scope. I think the sculpt is fine, but I think that whoever painted it, the factory that painted it, they just did not do a very good job with the paint, and so it
Nah.
just took the statue like downhill, and it was just god awful. And if you ask Cash, I was in the group chat laughing literally so hard because the picture was just funny. It was funny as hell.
It looks so bad. I mean, there was no real detail, like paint apps in the hair at all. It looked like a flat,
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know,
Base
toyish
lit
kind
up.
type of
That's
green.
kinda cool.
But yeah, it just looked bad altogether.
Well, they give you
Yeah.
3M strips.
Nice.
What
Yeah,
do you need 3M strips for?
to hide the sculpt.
Wow. Yeah, this, I don't know. Oh man.
But I did see some people repaint, do some repaints on the head sculpt, and it looked way
Oh,
better
yeah?
with the repaints. Yeah.
Even with the sculpt, you think
Yeah.
a repaint can even really improve the sculpt?
Yeah, well, it's because like if you just look at the mouth, like the mouth it's just very hard, like it's painted very hard and rigid. Like in
Yeah.
the prototype, it was very smooth. It was a smooth transition from the red to the white and things like that.
Mhm.
And even with the black around the eyes, it was just everything was a smooth transition, so it worked really well on the paint. But like if you just look at this sculpt here, it's not as smooth, so it doesn't fare over as well.
Yeah.
I think the even in this shot, it looks like the white makeup is like really faint. Like if it's like I understand it's supposed to be rubbing off in some of the scenes, but it's still it's not as white. Like it blends in with his actual skin color a little bit too much. You know what I mean? Where the white isn't as pronounced, and it should be more smeared, like around the forehead lines, the forehead wrinkles. Around his right eye needs to be smeared more, actually going up, from what I remember. If they wanted to get that smeared look, but yeah, they just
this kind of
dropped the ball on this.
It kind of comes off as sunscreen more than makeup, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys think that they'll? I don't know. I think
I don't
some
like
people
the
were talking
pose
about a
either.
possible recall.
Like he doesn't look like he looks kind of awkward. The way he's got his like hip cocked back like that.
Yep. I agree.
It's kind of awkward.
Didn't Sideshow do one like this too?
I thought Sideshow did the clapping one, or was that Queen?
Oh, where he was sitting
Yeah.
down. Yeah,
in
they
the
did.
jail.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There was another one that someone did a few years ago that was similar to this. I think it was like a legendary scale.
Oh really?
Oh, really?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. can't remember if it was Sideshow or if it was. I don't think it was Prime One. But I had some weird, funky pose like this too that I wasn't. No, it was. You know what? He was crouched over, and his arm was kind of like it had the machine gun, and he was kind of like pointing it towards the ground, and his one of his hand holding up a card, and he had this weird, sad look on his face. It just looked so messed up. I wasn't a fan of that piece, and this kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, now they're comparing the Hot Toys in this video.
Oh, they're comparing all the joints. The Heath Ledgers.
They have the Queen Studios one too.
I don't think they showed it here. There's the JD.
I'm not gonna lie.
That looks nice.
Yeah, that one looks good. I think the Queen and the Prime one ended up making the J&D look better. I like.
Dude, you think the Queen was there?
That looks really good.
I'm gonna give Queen the benefit of the doubt because I don't think anybody's put good pictures out yet. But the picture that we did see from Batman Statue Collector, I didn't like it. I was like, geez, that one messed up too.
Damn it! Now you're gonna make me want to get to that right now. Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Are these the ones you're talking about, Eddie?
I didn't see these pictures, no, but I don't know if I like it there either.
So this is the one that's supposed to be painted by Viper, right? This is
really?
This is only limited. This is limited to 300 pieces.
Yeah.
So I would suspect this to be more. I don't know, like way more better than what the actual production piece would come out.
They're all painted by Viper, all 300.
Supposedly, that's what the sale was. That's what they were selling, is the fact that you get the rooted hair with this, and each one is supposed to be painted by Viper.
Okay.
So that's why they were limited to only 300, and I think it was like double the price too for the piece.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not doing that. Not double the price.
I did. I went ahead and I've got this one.
How much was it? Like $2,000?
No,
I think it was like
after
14.
Shipping, maybe.
That's not that bad. Oh, that's not that bad then. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was
this is
thinking
quarter,
this is
quarter
the
scale
picture I saw.
also. This is one you
the
saw?
picture I saw, Mario. In this picture, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be looking at it from this angle. So here we're kind of looking at him like from his chin on up, where his eyes are kind of looking up, where it's meant to be looking kind of straight on to where his head is tilted down and he's looking like straight up kind of at you in a sense.
Yeah.
You know,
That it looks the best that way. Yeah.
Right. Like this right here. I mean,
That
I
looks
think
better there in that angle.
So it's about the angle, the perspective, bro. So I think this one, Eddie, the one that you're talking about, I think it's just a bad shot. But in my opinion,
that's what I had.
This doesn't look that bad either. If I'm honest, I mean, in regards to the paint and everything else, it's more. No, so as you see here, do you see how I'm talking about the smears on his forehead lines?
Yeah.
How it's shown more. It's more prominent here than it is in the Prime One piece. And I think the white makeup is a little bit more. Is applied more properly and doesn't really look like what you say is a sunscreen or whatever you said. You know, but this I don't know. I know I'm saying this just because I'm getting it as well, you know. But honestly, I don't think it looks bad at all.
When does it ship?
I think sometime first quarter of next year.
Oh, okay. So you're right on the corner.
Yeah, it's right around the corner.
Yeah, these are the production pieces here, so it's shipping soon.
But yeah, what do you think, Kash?
I mean, I like the touch inside the jacket, you know, with all the grenades and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. I like the hair. Think they got the hair right. I agree with you on the paint though near the forehead area. It's it's like my eyes are drawn to it. And I haven't seen the movie in a while to like actually like remember how his makeup was. But it's like it's just like my eye is automatically drawn to that when I look at his face.
The forehead now.
Yeah, because like it's like, is it enough, or did they get that right? And like I said, I haven't watched it in a while to like to know is that accurate as it should be. I mean, it's Queen Studios, so I would, I'd give them the benefit of the doubt. But I don't see this being a top tier ledger for myself. But I don't think it's something that like absolutely pass on it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the production. I mean, not aside from the exclusive, how the production pieces are going to turn out. Because I know a few collectors that were really excited about that one as well and planned on picking that up. So
Hmm.
I mean, I I really like the J&D one, but there are some angles where it just like where it looks bad, like on the last video we just saw, where it just didn't look right. But I think this is coming along nicely, if I'm
Uh-huh.
honest.
Uh-huh.
But we'll see what happens with the rest of the production ones. But yeah, I'm happy that I picked up this one because I think this is like in my opinion, this is the pose that I liked more than any of the anyone else was offering from Prime One, from J&D, because I was considering all of them. So before the Prime One, I was like, nah, I didn't like that pose. The J&D, I thought it displayed a lot of presence, but it was really too straight up and down. Where I thought it looked really good, but this one had a little bit more going on in terms of the grenades inside. It's a different pose where he's ready to pull the grenade string with his right hand while he's revealing that he's got grenades in his jacket, ready
Yeah.
to blow up the whole place. So yeah, I was more of a fan of this particular one. So to me, I was like, yo, I gotta get this one. So yeah, I was lucky to get it when I did as well. So it was kind of someone at the last minute had one left, and I was able to snag it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one a lot. So we'll see. But I think yeah, that pretty much does it for pictures, man. I mean, yeah, I mean we had a few things going on tonight, but that's basically it what I wanted to talk about. But I also wanted to have another discussion about how the year has been, for you guys, so far, or as a whole. Um, this is I just started statue collecting this year. This is our first year actually doing this show, for collecting weekly. So Eddie and I started in January, and we're wrapping up the year, man, and it's been fun. I mean, first of all, streaming and all that. I've been met a lot of people in the community. Hanging out here with y'all at the end of the year, man. Absolutely love it. Um, but as far as picking up statues and stuff like that, I didn't really go too crazy because my initial focus was just Star Wars, right?
Uh-huh.
So, and I didn't want to start collecting backwards. I was going to, in regards to the Iron Studios Vader. I really, really wanted to pick up that piece, but for what it's going for, I don't want to say that it's not worth it, but I'm just not willing to pay that much right now. So I just
Uh-huh.
went ahead and settled on a sideshow premium format, even though the base isn't that great. It's getting a lot of criticism. Um, but then when I started looking around to see what Prime One is offering and this Queen Studios piece here, and I couldn't. It's hard for me just to stick with Star Wars. I don't want to like leave out anything else that I might regret like later on. And I had one rule where I like, what? I just want to go for like live action pieces and really not try to go for anything comics. But then, like I said earlier, broke that damn rule with the Hush Batman. So so right now I'm just waiting on a bunch of pre-orders to come in, man. But yeah, I've only got three pieces in hand, and yeah, they're amazing. Um, actually, Eddie pretty much turned me on, to collecting statues now because before at the time I was pretty much nervous about everything living out here in earthquake country, about things kind of falling, getting shattered, this, that, and the other. And also, I wasn't really aware of the quality of some of these pieces that are out there. And then
Uh-huh.
when Eddie and I went to Frankensons and saw like we got like a really good look at some of these pieces that are out there, more the prime ones and the higher end statues. I was floored, man. I was like, holy shit! When I saw the Batman Who Laughs from Prime One, I was like, yo, this is like it's up to this detail now. I mean, I had no idea. You know, then I got to really appreciate, you know, a lot of different things even more. Some of the older pieces that I saw in some of these comic shops with the premium formats. I saw a legendary Doom in one of the comic shops. That thing's impressive, man. I think that thing was all mixed media as far as the cape is concerned, or the cloak rather, but that was a pretty sweet looking piece as well.
The tunic. The tunic.
The tunic. Excuse me, Cash. Please forgive me. Please forgive my ignorance. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not much of a Doom fan, y'all, but you know, I try to act like I know what I'm talking about sometimes. But Eddie, how was the year for you, bro? I mean, was there anything that stood out as far as like what you're able to acquire in the collection? And I know you sold off pretty much your collection as well.
Yeah, so this year has been like indecisive, I guess, for me. I've gone back and forth on what I'm buying and like how I'm statue collecting, because I started off buying a ton of pieces. I had mostly comic pieces, and then I didn't really want to sell them, but because of like I had to move, and it was kind of came up out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, so I needed the money for it. So I sold a lot of stuff. I do regret selling a lot of it, like my XM Beta Ray Bill and my Thor from Sideshow. I really love those statues, man. So, and I do think that I'm a big live action fan like you. Like, I'm a movie guy, but I think comic statues are just overall done better. Like, I feel like it's rarer. Like, you see we have these issues with Joker. I feel like it's rarer for a comic statue to come out like that, like where it's worse
really
than the
missed the mark
prototype that they showed. Yeah. So,
well, the thing is too, you know, they don't got to worry about. I mean, in regards to comics, you don't really have to worry too much about likeness.
Yeah.
Plus, I think there's a lot more. Yeah, there's a lot more dynamic poses you can get out of a comic character too than anything live action as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
So I can see that.
Yeah.
So there are some pieces that maybe I'll get back in the collection one day. But yeah, 2021 has been kind of an indecisive year for me. We'll see what 2022 does, but I'm kind of settled now, and I kind of like am in a better spot financially and like trying to figure out where it could all go from here. So 2022 would be a good year, I think.
Do you have like a new refocus or anything with how you want to collect?
I might
forward?
go back to the comic stuff for statues, because there's a bunch of comic statues that I really want right now. Like some Sideshow stuff. There's there's 3 Prime 1 pieces that I want, which is the Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim. I really want that statue. I know that's a movie one. I was talking about comic, but that statue looks sick. And I'm still considering the Batman Forever ones. Those will probably be like the end all be all statues for me for Prime 1.
Dude, those were your grails too, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, you were really hyped when those dropped.
I just really don't want 1/3 statues. I just don't want 1/3.
They're gonna be
it's
big, dude.
Big dude. Big.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be out of place with everything else, because everything else will be quarter scale. And then like I'm gonna want, if those do well, right? If the Batman and Robin do well, they're gonna do fucking Freeze. Hopefully, Freeze.
You think so?
I mean, I hope so. If they did, well, that movie wasn't Freeze, right? That movie was
Two-Face and
Two-Face and Riddler. Even if they did them, I would want them. So I would end up getting a whole fucking line of these guys. But yeah, I really want those. So maybe this year will be my first Prime 1 statue year.
Fingers crossed, right?
Yeah.
So did you plan on getting both Batman and Robin right now, or did you just want one or the other?
I can't get one without the other.
Well, okay. I was gonna say if your finances weren't an option, weren't.
I mean, you'd go with
weren't an
Batman
option.
first, I guess. But I actually think the Robin statue is better. I just like the colors, and I think they did a great job on his likeness, Chris O'Donnell.
What about the extra weapon set? Would you consider that as well?
Oh, I'm gonna get all of it, man.
You want to get everything? Go big or go home.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Get the whole set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cash, this is so you've been collecting for about a year as well, right? I mean, so
Yep.
we kind of talked about everything earlier, dude, as far as like everything that you kind of went through in your collecting journey. But bro, how has this year been for you, and what have you learned from this year going into next year?
Um, I really learned to slow down and be patient on what you're collecting to make sure that every piece you're getting, you absolutely know you want it.
Mm-hmm.
To have as much focus as you absolutely can from the collecting side.
Yeah.
When it comes to buying stuff on the aftermarket, make sure you're doing your due diligence to make sure it's going to be a smooth transaction on your part as the buyer, as well as the seller, or in reverse as well. On the community standpoint, it's been amazing because like I started this in an apartment, and moved a couple months later into a house, and from there, started YouTube, and like I said on episode 7 of the show, meeting everybody from here and beyond was all due to Rome leaving one comment. And then like I remember I'm going to the zoo and stuff, and like Astro was hitting me up, and I'm like, man, I'm at the zoo, man. I'm at the zoo. And then like it happened like 2 weeks in a row. And then I was telling my girl, I'm like, man, I'm like, man, he gonna think I'm playing or something. So like when I finally came on, it was just like I was like I thought it was like I didn't know what to expect. It was like a 1-on-1 or what. Like I didn't know what was going on. Then I seen like Casual there, and I was like kind of confused. I'm like, what's going on? Like, oh, I didn't know what we're doing. But anyways, man, like because I had never streamed before. So
Yeah.
but it's been cool, man. You get to meet a good group of guys, and everything, and everything's been great, honestly. From meeting Casual to Steve to Rome, Eddie, Zach, Dean, you, everybody, man. Getting to meet people on the business side, other YouTubers, stuff like that. So it's been amazing, man. From the community aspect of it.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. I mean, yeah, same here. There's just so many people you get to connect with, and I wouldn't have thought of streaming with Thor earlier too. Back in February, when we first started, man, getting doing our live unboxings, and he was so gracious of his time, man, just coming to hang out with us. Calling it live births and this and that, how he'd never miss it. So it was awesome to have him on.
That's probably a bummer for the year. I miss DCX, man. I miss them streaming more, and I miss Thor coming on the show too, and going on their show and more unboxings and stuff. That was a bummer of the year. I know everybody's got their own shit going on, and I don't blame anybody, but that was a lot of I mean, we started unboxings on the channel because of them. We started, like a lot of shit.
I think a lot of people started streaming because of them.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I miss DCX.
Yeah.
See, I think the thing about DCX is I think I met you, Mario, through DCX, because I met Thor through Rome, and then I came on the show, and then Thor put me in the group chat. And I think you were already in it, Mario. And
Eddie and I were in it.
Yeah.
I definitely streamed for the first time with you on DCX, I think.
Yeah. And I was on there a handful of times.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool, man. Those guys over there, they have fun. It was. I was so happy when I discovered them because I didn't realize like they had a whole different vibe. It was like super chill.
Yeah.
Like it was like just the homies just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't seen that in the community yet. And I was like, oh, this is crazy over here. And so, from there I was like, oh man, this is great. And it's been awesome ever since. I know Thor said he's supposed to be coming back in January, so can't wait for the Friday nights in January to see what's going on with those guys.
What's cool is that Casual just kind of like, took up the mantle in a sense in his absence, man. So shout out to Casual Nerd Problems, dude, for picking up that torch, that Friday night torch, man, and keeping Friday nights alive for some of us, bro. I mean, granted, we're doing our thing too on Friday nights, but we're every other Friday, so
right.
But Casual's putting it down, man, and it was good to see him, do his thing and really pick up that mantle for a bit. So Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure a
he's
lot of
going,
people are appreciative of that.
he's going hard, man. I
Yeah,
I
he
have
is.
I have too many obligations to
Yeah,
go as hard as him.
yeah.
But he's really like, you know, he's really putting in the work, and
Mhm.
he's meeting a lot of people, and I'm proud of him, man.
Yeah, yeah, it was cool. The other stream when it was on, we were on there with DT,
Yeah,
and
yeah, the other
I,
day.
I legit didn't know who he was.
Oh,
So
DT, that's my guy.
yeah, so
His
no,
content's so good. Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't recognize. I've seen his stuff before, but I didn't recognize him when he was there. So when everybody's chatting with him, I'm like, yo, is this who I think it is? So then I'm looking up the video that I saw. I referenced the Batman Hush assembly video, the review video that he does. I'm
yeah.
like, oh shit, this is him. I was like, yo. So that was pretty cool, man. So yeah, shout out for Casual for making that happen too. I mean, he also got some of the DCX crew on the stream. I think
Yeah.
for what was it? Was it? I don't know if it was his 100th episode, but yeah, man, he definitely got some of the fellas on, and that was really cool to see too. So that was fun. But yeah, Astro, how's your year been, man? I mean, I don't know. Have you? How long have you been collecting? First of all, bro.
Couple
I
years.
first discovered statues October of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Shortly after, probably like beginning of 2020 is when I bought my first statue, which was the Scarecrow Premium format, and that shipped last year in 2020 at some point. Um, and and so I mean it's probably going on a year and some change, maybe going on 2 years now that I've been collecting. But
Mm-hmm.
this year has been really really nice because I've learned a lot as far as collecting. Like I've really honed in on my focus, and then
Mm-hmm.
like different reasons. I would buy statues for different reasons. Like I would look at edition size and be like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good edition size, blah blah blah, and come to find out, no, the edition size is a lot more, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not as
Bamboozled.
yeah, bamboozled. So it's just like lessons like that where it's like, okay, like don't
Uh-huh.
like really sit down and really think about, do you really want the statue, like just for you, like not, don't think about edition
Yeah.
sizes, don't think about resale, don't think about like none of that stuff. Just, do you want it? And if you end up selling it, you end up selling it later on, but you don't
Yeah.
go into it thinking about that type of stuff. Because I try to, these are investments. A lot of these statues and things like that are investments, but I
Mm.
always try to think about, like, okay, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, if I want to sell it, will I be able to sell it? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't think I'm going to go that route anymore. I think I'm going to just get whatever I really, really want and just
Mm-hmm.
enjoy what I really want.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. And we really, I mean, Cash, we talked about this too, is just taking the time to really appreciate what you already have in the collection as well. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like one of the best things when you can come in your collection room, just have a seat and just like get lost in your collection. You know what I mean? Just sit
Right.
down, stare at it, and practically every piece has its own story. How you
Right.
acquired it or whatever.
Right.
And yeah, man, I find that really relaxing. I just really love. I get a kick out of that personally, and I'm looking forward to that even more with some of the pieces that I've got coming in personally.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to next year too, man. And you know, on that topic too, what are some of your guys' like most anticipated pieces coming out for next year that you guys are most excited for?
Yeah. I don't think any of those Prime One things I talked about were coming out until 2023. So none of that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. That's all a while
Mm-hmm.
out. Um.
Uh, damn.
Kind of a
Um,
tough question, isn't it? So
I'll say from
go ahead, bro.
I'll say for me, I'll just go with the Prom One Red Death statue.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for the pair, or the go with the line of the Batman Who Laughs, the Dark Knight's Metal line. I
Yeah.
got that on order, and just really anticipating that piece because I think that's going to be a fire piece.
Let me pull it up real quick. Oh
The
wow.
medals.
Oh snap! My bad. I took the screen sharing off when I had the damn window on. There we go. Which one did you get? The
Yeah.
standard edition or the EX?
I think I got the EX just for the hell of it.
It's another $50, right? So why not?
Yeah, it was almost like when you're spending this much, you might as well just pay the extra 50.
Oh. Oh my bad. So the exclusive is just like a different head sculpt.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's not that big of a difference of the head sculpt, but it's like, whatever. Like I'm totally fine with the regular, but um you see what I mean?
Oh,
It's
just
very
the
similar.
yeah. This is the ears
Yeah.
and some of the
Like the
mask is a
space.
little different.
Yeah, the mask part is a little different, but I mean essentially the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this piece is cold, man. I never really read the Metal series. I still have yet to read the Batman Who Laughs. I mean, I just picked it up recently, and I gotta. I mean, I saw the basic storyline of it,
Uh-huh.
and dude, that shit is dark, man. That shit is hella dark, and yeah, I gotta pick it up and start it.
The crazy part is I started it, but I haven't finished the story. I always like every time I start reading, I like get distracted and
Mm-hmm.
like take a huge break in between. But yeah, I bought like the comics and stuff, but I just haven't
Yeah,
finished it.
yeah, man. So let me ask you a question real quick. So I get a lot of heat for buying digitally. But my thing is, I buy digitally just to read them, and I still get a lot of heat for that because I know people appreciate how you can hold the actual comic in your hand. But at the same time,
Mhm.
if you're doing that, a lot of people are getting their comics graded these days. So even by
Uh-huh.
touching it, by looking at it, breathing on it, or whatever like that, there's a possibility it'll affect the grade, a
Uh-huh.
little bit. So I mean, do you get physical comics, or do you like to collect digitally, or I mean, just for reading purposes, if you're gonna read it?
Um, I'm more of a physical type person because I just have like this collector soul about myself. Like I still collect
Yeah.
Blu-rays and 4Ks and stuff like
Mm,
that, which is
me
kind of
too.
weird. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I would prefer the physical. But I also like I'm also a fan of both because like if I have my iPad, like if I want to just I can't
Yeah.
remember the name of that app. You can just go to the app and then just like flip through your
Comicsology.
comics. Comicsology, there it is. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you just flip through your comics, and it's easy. Like you put the iPad down, keep it moving. Like you don't think about storage, like where you're gonna put the comics at.
Right.
You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Yeah,
And
it
you can read in
works,
the
man.
dark.
Yeah, it works. You can be on a plane and read or
Uh-huh.
whatever. It works, man. So I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. Nah, but this is an incredible looking piece, bro. This Red Death.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, congrats on that, man.
Thank you.
What about you, Cash? What are some of the things you're looking forward to next year?
Well, next year I will receive my very first custom, so I'm looking forward to
Ooh.
that. Um,
What custom?
I currently have 4 of them on order. I think the first one I should
Ooh.
get
Just the
uh,
character.
will
Let's not get anybody in
probably,
trouble.
yeah, will probably be Thor's brother.
Thor's
Oh,
brother.
if it's the
Yeah,
one if it's the one I think you're talking about, that thing is crazy.
yeah.
Really? All right.
I think that'll be the first one. And I'm just looking forward to seeing like the unboxing process of it. Like, how's it wrapped compared to
Mm-hmm.
like Sideshow, for example?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What's the weight really? Hopefully everything comes in legit.
Yeah.
Like how it's supposed to look, which I think
Right.
it will, because like I made sure I didn't just go and pick any character or any studio. Like I made sure I did my due diligence. I talked with Chris over there at DCX to make sure I'm like, hey, this is a legit like fan art
Right.
company or whatever, and things like that. So As far as like license, I would probably say XM Studios Ghost Rider on Horse,
Mm.
or
Is that due to drop next year? Oh, that's right. It's
yeah,
shipping early though, isn't
man.
it?
It's
Early
gonna
next
be
year.
early.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a banger piece, man. I'm looking forward to you unboxing that bad boy, man.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Or believe it or not, my second one is a tie between Prime One Studios Nightwing,
Mm.
which comes out around August, and XM Studios Iron Spider-Man.
I forgot about that piece.
Yeah, damn it, H stats, man. He talked, I mean, you know how it go, and I kept
Dude.
looking at it, and yeah, those are my pieces, man, that I really can't wait for.
There you go.
Yeah, you got a banger lineup there, man. That's gonna be fun next year.
And dude, like Jim Mint did a review on the Iron Spider-Man. You take a actual freaking Allen wrench to unscrew the metal screws on the Iron Spider-Man. I'm like, what is XM
Whoa.
doing over there?
An Allen wrench, really? Wow.
Yeah, it's real metal rods for the spider arms. I'm just like, wow, like
Damn. You worried
can't
about the
wait for that
weight?
piece. Hey, it's XM. I trust him.
Yo, so aside from like, I guess the artistry of the custom, man. I mean, I kind of want to ask you, like, not so much what made you pull the trigger, but I mean, it's like, how do you feel about getting your first custom in hand? I know you mentioned a few things, right now, whether it lives up to the how it lives up to some of the retail stuff, but I mean, are you nervous about it, dude, or?
No, the only one I'm kind of nervous about is really the big guy. I don't even know how much I can say. Let's just say the guy who the Heralds serve. Norin Rad, Silver Surfer, and all them. That's supposed to be 42 inches big, and
Whoa,
so I'm just proper one.
Freaking huge.
that's a big boy,
Freaking
man.
Huge.
So
Freaking huge, dude.
I just want to make sure it's not going to be like a Space Hogs where it's like, yo, that was way over much than what I thought. But
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Like I said, next year it will be a lot of pieces coming in, but that's just from what I, was finishing up in 2021. But as far as new stuff, I'm really slowing down. And I will say this finally, I'm all in on XM Studios Legendary Beast line. I'm all in.
Yeah.
What you have? You have some already?
I just have the Thor.
You have Thor? I didn't even know you had. That's my favorite Thor of all time, I think.
Well, I'm still paying it off, but I'm gonna get it in. And man, like,
you gonna do an unboxing for that?
Oh yeah,
I want to be
definitely
on that
will.
unboxing if you do it live.
This guy. All right, Eddie, you can come.
Hell
That's
yeah,
a fucking
man.
amazing statue, dude. I love that statue. I always
That's a
wanted
nice
to pull the
piece.
trigger on that, but 1/3, I hate 1/3.
Yeah.
Eddie, you mentioned earlier too how I think it was on Casual Stream how you see people display their collections in the background and it looks like it's not small enough, but it looks like the size is workable. But when you actually get it in hand, how your expectations
it's
are way off. I
completely-
mean, you're like way surprised on how much bigger than what it actually is, compared
make
to
it
how it
seem
looks on
like-
other people's collections.
Yeah, and fucking Cash has a bust behind him, and it looks like, oh yeah, that's natural. Like, that looks like you could display that shit, But then you see him in person, and it's like, dude,
What the hell
I'm
was I
telling you,
thinking?
Yeah, like 6 statues is a wall,
Yeah,
Like 5
dude.
or 6,
Basically.
you can't.
That's definitely happened to me before.
Yeah,
That's funny how that works, man. So that's why I'm kind of wondering if I'm in over my head with a 3rd scale Batman, but I don't care. I'll make it work. I'll find somewhere. I'll find somewhere for that bad boy. That's too
then-
much of a nice piece to pass up, man.
finding
Yeah.
somewhere to put the boxes. I had my storage unit, and it's not a big storage unit. It's only a 5x10, and I have like hot toy boxes in there and shit. And then I started getting the statues in, and I had like 4 or 5, and I was like, I can only fit like 20 statue boxes in here, like Jesus Christ.
I know that's another thing is storing those boxes. I mean, Cash, what do you do with the box? You have a decent collection for only been collecting for a year. Bro, you went all out, man. I mean, what do you?
Well, he was a fucking millionaire, I guess. He had no budget.
Yeah,
He
man.
My man definitely has some cash in his life, right?
Right, right.
Yo, so
Man.
where do you put all your boxes at, bro?
And honestly, they're in like a corner of the garage. It's not taking up much of the space because I'm like stacking them like Tetris, at this point.
Yeah.
But in the garage. But I can see after next year, especially with some 1/3s coming.
Yeah,
'Cause like she'll be saying stuff, here and there. But once she sees these ones, 2 boxes, you got 2 statues. No, that's just Batcave.
just one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to like probably figure something out after next year, because
You know what's scary? That Jerry mentioned the other night something coming in that's 3 boxes,
yeah,
and he got it delivered, but he only received 2 boxes and still waiting on the last one. That's another thing too, man. That would suck. I mean, if you're waiting on a piece to come in and you only get like half of it, and then you got to wait for the other half to show up.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I don't know. I mean, this is all fairly new to me, so I can only imagine what it would be like when that finally happens, though, bro. I mean, but yeah, I mean, Astro, you've been collecting for a while too. What about how do you store your boxes, man?
I put my boxes mostly in my attic.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, throw them in the attic. I do have a few boxes in closets around the house, like in the spare bedrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Just kind of tuck them in the corner. And the reason why they're in there is because they won't fit in the hatch to go up into the attic. Like the doors.
They're that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So like some of the 1/3 pieces. So I had to throw them in the closet instead.
Yep.
What does your significant other think about all this?
She told me today that I can't get any more statues until I get all my boxes taken care of. So there's that.
Taking care of. How can you take care of them, man? I mean, you can't get rid of them.
Well,
so it's like.
Well, the reason why she said that is because I have my custom silver surfer that's a freaking gigantic box. It's sitting here in the house, and I can't put it in the attic because it's too big. It won't fit in the closet because it's too big. And I'm planning on shipping it out next month to ship to a painter. So that's why I haven't tried to put it up or anything, because I'm going to ship it out.
This is going out so soon.
Right, and so she doesn't want to see the box anymore. And then I also have my hawk. I also have my hawk girl that I never put the box in the attic because I just haven't filmed the review for it yet. I just haven't had time, and so that's why I haven't put the box up. Is because obviously you want to show the box in the review, and so that's why I haven't put the box up. And so that's why that one isn't up. But now that I have a little free time, I can do that. What's up, Joe?
Joe's in the house.
Is it Sunday? I'm not used to seeing Astro except for on Sundays.
Nah, he's graciously blessed us tonight, man, on a Tuesday night. Actually, set up to air on Friday night. How's it going, Joe? How you doing, man?
It's going good.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Not a problem.
Yeah, we're just over here
used to
talking
seeing
about.
You so lit up back there, Joe. Like I could see everything. I'm not used to that.
Thank you.
Got it all dark and mysterious back there.
Added a bunch of lights.
Yeah.
I do what I can.
Dark and mysterious. Wow. that didn't sound right, dude. No, Joe, we're just talking about right now some of our anticipated pieces for next year. And previously we were chatting about what we've learned over this past year. So let me start off with you with that. I mean, how has your experience been in 2021, and what lessons have you learned in 2021 going into 2022?
Slow down. As a new collector, don't chase everything. If you're in the long game, you will scale up, as I'm learning. As we talked about on Casual's show, I am parting with the Iron Studios collection, the 110s. As far as anticipated pieces, Swamp Thing, Zatanna, and then now, hopefully once I get it confirmed, the Black Batman Batcave.
Wow.
Yeah. That's exciting, man. You called that for the longest time. You and I had conversations about that, and you kept talking about, what, they're going to do a black one. They're going to do a black one.
Yep.
Lo and behold, they did a black one, man.
Yeah.
But this, you were talking about how it's so soon how they dropped it. The other one isn't even sold out yet. They just started shipping. I mean, not that long ago, but
No,
but
this
still, it's just like this is kind of it's kind of an early unexpected surprise.
it caught me off guard by about a year, which the Iron Studios sale is not directly tied to it, but it
Hmm.
did kind of spur that along. Because yeah, I really thought it'd sell out the blue one, let a couple
Hmm.
months breathe, and then they'd announce it like next fall. And nope, here on like what was that Sunday night, I get blown up from people like
Yeah. Hmm.
that are
Yep. There
like,
you
oh,
go.
Black got announced. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? It's like, oh man, yeah. Spent all day on messaging Marcus at Collector Zone. Once he gets his allotment verified,
Hmm.
I'll have it on order.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm looking forward to catch your particular unboxing for that piece, man. You know, that'll be exciting.
That's what we were talking on the other show. I can't decide if I want it to be like a quick shipment or if I want it later because they still haven't announced when it's shipping. Not even on their
Yeah.
website. There's no estimated. There's no like Q1 or Q4. It
Nothing.
just says buy now. So I don't know if that.
You're gonna see the post update tomorrow. That's gonna be available in January of next year. Watch.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be like Cash over there with Ghost Rider, like nervously waiting every night. Is Ghost Rider gonna ship and I'm gonna owe like $1,800 or what?
Man, I know. It's just again, it's just an unexpected surprise that just caught you off guard like that.
But
But
it's good.
yeah,
I
like
mean, it's the one I wanted.
yeah, oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. 500 edition size too, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm not a huge edition size guy, but it's one of those like
Hmm.
cherry on top things
Oh,
for
for
sure.
sure. Yeah, is it? Will this be your first third scale piece or?
The Iron Studios Joker is third as well,
Okay,
so I've
gotcha.
got it kind of like mixed in with the quarters. But yeah, this Batman will sit right in the middle. He'll be the centerpiece. Can't
Let
wait.
me ask everybody here on the panel because I know Eddie isn't the biggest fan as far as mixing scales, but I wanted to get everybody else's opinion. Astro, I mean, what are your thoughts as far what are your opinions as far as mixing scales? I mean, do you have a problem with it, or do you think it is what it is, or
Um, Personally, I try to keep the scales somewhat separate, just because um, I don't want one to take the attention off of the other.
mm-hmm.
And then sometimes, like if you have, especially if it's the same characters, it make your eyes kind of go both ways. Like I don't know which one to look at. So I try not to put them
Yeah,
together, but I don't have a problem with collecting both. I just try to keep them separate and have one thirds with one thirds and one fourths with one fourths. But I also have like the vision I have for my collection is, if you think about like the Batman statue collector, how he has his whole
mm-hmm.
case with the Batman and the rogues. That's kind of,
Yeah,
or kind of like how Joe has his, like you have Batman with his rogues. That's kind of my vision, and so it just all looks a little better when they're all the same.
yeah, yeah. That's nice, dude. Do you have a preference, third or quarter, or half, or is one to one in the
Uh,
future?
Damn. I'll go with fourth scale.
It's a little
Fourth
more
scale.
manageable.
Yeah, it's much more manageable.
Nice.
Cost and base.
There you go.
What about you, Cash? I mean, do you have a preference, and do you mind having both scales in your collection or multiple scales in your collection? I mean, you obviously don't with you. You got your 10th scale, you got your section there for 10th scale and all. But I mean, as far as like just quarter scale, third scale in general, I mean, what are your thoughts on that, bro?
I think honestly, just collect whatever you feel you like. Really, there's those type of collectors that mix them and they look good. For me,
Hmm.
I don't believe that would look good. How I want to do it. So I'm gonna kind
Yeah.
of like try to separate it as much as possible. But so like since I'm gonna have to go top and bottom, what I was honestly gonna do, right? So all of Spider-Man is gonna be one fourth, but then right next to it, you're gonna have Avengers in one third. So anything that would be below them, if it was like overflow of Spider-Man villains, it would just be the one fourth ones below it, but it would be the bigger ones like Sandman, Rhino. Therefore, it looks closer to scale, so where it's not off looking as much. So I feel like there's different things you can do to get around it, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I think just because of the limited space that I have, it's gonna be kind of difficult to actually pull that off as far as mixing the displays. I mean technically I only have one, third scale coming, but there's another one I'm also looking at. But
Oh,
it's not
boy.
going to be it's not going to be that large just because I'm looking at the Damn Toys Godfather, the Vito Corleone, and he's sitting down in this thing. So I don't think it's going to be that much larger, but we'll see if I can swing it. The price isn't bad. It's like nine something. I think it's like $9.99 or something like that for like a third scale. So
You're gonna get
we'll-
it. You keep talking about it. You're gonna get it.
I know,
So,
I know. I mean, I've got the 6 scale here, and I absolutely love it, man. And when I saw some of I saw a recent review of the third scale statue. I was like, yo, I gotta find a way to figure that out, man. But I mean, we'll see what happens. What about you, Joe? I mean, as far as keeping quarter scale with quarter scale, third scale with third scale, I mean,
I'm
how,
like
how does that
you.
work for you?
I'm like you. I don't have very many third scales. I've got the one Iron Studios. I'll be getting the one Batman. I have to keep it asymmetrical, so it will
Yeah.
be Batman in the middle, and then he is countered by Bane because Bane's giant. So they counter off each other. So it's like, just do it this way.
Gotcha.
Like short, tall, short, tall. Like it has to.
Got
It
it.
has to have symmetry to it. I couldn't. I couldn't have them like thirds there and quarters all over here. That wouldn't work. But I try and asymmetry it. And then as far as scale, quarter is definitely my choice as well. The price jump from quarter to third, and then the base size jump wise
Yeah.
is a problem.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I definitely don't fly in the third scale altitude very often.
Yeah. Yeah, there's really a lot to consider. I mean, going third scale. The base alone, like you said, it's humongous. So much real estate you need to reserve
Yeah,
just for something that large.
you hear some of those depths on like the Bane third scale where it's like 28 inches deep, or
Yeah.
just some of those where you're just like,
Insanity.
God, like I literally don't have a spot to put that. Like I would have to custom build something to house that. So this Bane does great for me. I'm happy enough with that
Nice.
one.
Yeah, as far as forgive me, I believe I asked you about it. As far as next year though, anything you're really hyped about, really looking forward to coming in, or
Just those three.
uh-oh.
I think we lost him.
Uh-oh. Do we lose Joe? Joe, come back to us.
baby, come
Anyway.
back. No, it's-
You can blame
Yeah.
it all.
Froze out again.
There
you
we
go,
go. There we
Joe.
go. So you're-
I'm freezing way more when there's a lot of people on the panel tonight. I don't know why.
Man, you got to get that internet connection checked out, man. I mean, you got to upgrade to the at least four plus.
Yes, we'll see. But yeah, it's the Swamp Thing, Zatanna, and Batman
Yeah,
are the only
gotcha.
three that I've actually got scheduled in. So
Mhm. Awesome, bro. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. What I had planned for tonight, man. I mean, anybody else have anything else they wanna talk about, or are we good to call it?
slid right in at the end, I guess.
Hey, man,
yeah.
better late than never, my friend.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and put a pin here in it, man. So I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Eddie, as always, bro. I mean, congrats on 1 year, bro. You and I together, man. It's been,
It's been a ride.
it's been a ride, definitely, for sure. Astro, thanks for coming on tonight, man. I mean, know we're keeping you up late on the East Coast tonight, bro. But what's coming up on the channel, dude? Tell people where they can find you and what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You can find me at Astronomer's World on YouTube. Every Sunday we do a live show similar to this. Hang out, friends, kick it, talk stuff, talk what's new in the community. I got top 10 videos coming. I got a statue awards video coming. I got some new stuff. I'm cooking up some new ideas. More to come on that. And
All right.
just here to have fun, man. So come kick it with us.
Nice.
Cash will be there, Joe will be there, Casual will be there. We just like to have fun, man.
Oh yeah. What time on Sundays usually go on?
Anywhere between 5 and 7. Lately it's been closer to 7 because I think people kind of like that time a little better. So
Eastern.
been doing it. Yeah, been doing it a little better, a little later lately. So 7
Nice.
Eastern.
Well, 7 Eastern. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, really appreciate you coming on, man. It's been a blast having you here, and hope you're gonna have you on some more in the future, bro.
Absolutely, thank you.
Cash the Gemini, my brother. It's been fun, man. It's been a blast. I'm so happy to have met you, man, this year. What you got going on, bro?
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. Just having fun on the channel, dude. Just having fun. It's been a hell of a ride this year. Meeting everybody, like I said. Cash and Out show every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. One-stop shop for your community interviews, one-on-one talks. 2022, we got a slate of people coming. We're going to definitely start the year out with a banger. And it's only fitting that we actually end it with one as well. So y'all tune in for a December 30th show. That's going to be real good. But this Thursday, we actually have none other than the Oxfather himself. So that's going to be pretty cool this Thursday. Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. Let me apologize up front, man. I'm sorry for you had to put up with him for whatever, bro.
The first guest who's going to be in charge.
Seriously, man, you're gonna be checking all your mic levels, dude, your audio, make sure everything's fine tuned, your lighting, everything. Just be prepared for that, bro. So just let me apologize up front.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Gotta love Zach, man.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, man. As always, man. Thanks for coming on and joining us tonight, dude. It's an absolute pleasure, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Joe, Vein 21, first time on In and Outs, man. Finally get my dude on the show. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you were able to slip in, towards the tail end of the show.
Yeah, so
What's going on with you, bro? What's going on with you? Tell people where they can find you if you got anything going on.
I don't have anything going on. I piggyback on all these guys' shows. I pop on Astros, pop on Casuals, pop on Cash is over there. I just enjoy being a guest.
Hey, man, that's all fine and dandy, man. I love having you on. I love seeing you on with everyone else, man. So
I appreciate it.
Awesome. Guys, we're going to go ahead and end it here. I want to thank everyone here for tuning in. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and we'll catch you guys in 2022.